Hello, good morning, and welcome to another edition of 10 with Ben. It is Thursday, it is the 14th of November. It's the Lord's year 2024, and I come to you from my office on the showroom floor at Mazda of Palm Beach, the #1 certified pre-owned dealer for Mazda in the country, and an exclusive platinum protection dealership. But that's not what we're here to talk about. As always, here at 10 with Ben, it's your daily 10 minutes with me, your guy Ben K. We are going to start with the Baseball Reference Immaculate Grid like we always do, and we are going to finish with, well, whatever it is I feel like talking about. I think you're going to like it. As always, we start with the baseball. Oh man, we got a glare today, don't we? We start with the Baseball Reference Immaculate Grid. It's a daily 9-square grid where we need to match the player throughout baseball history. That is the correct answer for the intersecting spots on the grid. If we get all 9, we got 9 guesses. For 9 spots, if we get all 9 right, we will achieve the Immaculate Grid, and at the end of that, we'll be assigned a rarity score. The lower the score, the more unique and elite your baseball knowledge is. The higher the score, hey, good job going 9 for 9. Your guesses are pretty common. As always, here at 10 with Ben, we strive for a single-digit rarity score, but I'm going to mix it up today. Today, we're going to try to get that rarity, but we are also going to go for speed. Right? We're going to see how quick we can get this grid done. We're going to go with the first name that pops into my head. Hopefully, the knowledge in this head will give us some rarity, and they won't be super easy answers. So let's get started. The first square on the grid, a player who played for the Oakland A's and Cincinnati Reds. I'm going to go with former pitcher Jose Rio. Jose Rio, boy, this glare is killing me, is correct. A's and Padres, I'm going to go with Mark Kotsay. A's and Mets, let's go Bartolo Colon. Played right field for the Reds, let's go with former Red Sox prospect Todd Benzinger. Played left field for the Padres. We'll go with another Red Sox prospect, Phil Plantier. Played left field for the Mets, Timo Perez. Man, I can't see anything with this glare. Timo Perez. And the final category, if you can see that, had a 100 RBI season for the Reds. Let's go with the Cobra. Cole Parker. Man, I cannot see. There we go. 100 RBI season for the Padres. We'll go with former #1 overall pick Phil Nevin. And a 100 RBI season for the Mets. We'll go with Edgardo Alfonso. And we are immaculate with a rarity score of 26, so not bad, not single digits, but I think we cruised through that thing in like less than a minute. Probably would have been even quicker than that if I could see. All right, so what are we going to wrap this 10 with? Well, it's been a little while. Look at that glare. It's been a little while since I've had a chance to talk to you guys. So what's going on? Well, the Dodgers have won the Major League Baseball World Series. Our Miami Hurricanes unfortunately suffered their first loss of the season last weekend. They do sit in the #4 position in the college football playoff seedings, first round bye, ranked #9 in the actual rankings. Win the ACC. The Canes are back. It's all about the U, baby. But what I want to talk about is, look, we are right in the thick of things in the NFL and in college football. The NBA season has started. Our boy Wemby looking like the superstar that he is. So I want to talk about baseball. Yes, of course, I want to talk about baseball. What are the odds? Look, the offseason has started. Free agency is officially open. Trade season is officially open. The two biggest stories right now when it comes to Major League Baseball free agency are Juan Soto, right? The former Nationals, Padres, and Yankees outfielder. I believe that if he retires today, he's probably a first ballot Hall of Famer. If he retires today, he's been in the league since 2018, never had any serious injury issues. I believe that he's been an all-star every year of his career, finished top 3 in the MVP voting a handful of times, world champion, and he's 26 years old. 26 years old. Soto is looking at a record-breaking contract for a position player, really for any player non-Shohei Ohtani, right? The word is a 13 to 15-year deal, in excess of $600 million. A report came out yesterday that his magic number to sign with the team is $700 million. So it doesn't matter if you're a perennial contender who's in the playoffs every year, like the Dodgers or the Yankees, or if you're the Miami Marlins or Colorado Rockies, right? If you can give this guy $700 million, you've got a superstar in the middle of your lineup for the next decade and a half. So, in a way, it's kind of refreshing to see that it's all about the money with a guy like Soto. Now, my Red Sox are one of 6 teams that has requested and been invited for a formal meeting with Soto this week. I believe that meeting may even take place today. Now, I know the consensus among the fans of Red Sox Nation is that it's all window dressing, that they're going to go out there, they're going to meet with him, they're going to say that they had a number in mind that they felt was a generous offer, and, you know, he turned it down because it was just too rich for their blood. I don't think that this Red Sox ownership group at this point, right, lacks complete and total self-awareness. I don't think that they're going out there to take this meeting to appease the fan base and the regional media by saying that they took a meeting. I don't think they're going out there to meet with Soto without thinking that they have a chance to sign him and without actually giving it a shot. We're just past all that bullshit, right? We're past all the bullshit of taking meetings just to look like we're involved in something. If they're going to go do this, if they're going to take this meeting, I believe that they're going to make a serious push to sign Soto. Ultimately, it's Soto's decision. From what we understand, he grew up a huge fan of the Red Sox. Soto did. Manny and Poppy were his favorite players. So, look, I think that every kid that grows up loving baseball and playing baseball has a dream to win the World Series for their favorite team, right? So maybe that gives the Sox a leg up. Now listen, they're still going to have to spend $600 million, and does Soto fit with the organizational plan right now, right? They certainly don't lack for outfielders. If the season started today, they'd have Willie Abreu, Ceddanne Rafaela, and Jarren Duran in the outfield. Rob Refsnyder is the 4th outfielder. They have the top prospect in baseball in AAA, knocking on the door in Roman Anthony. Kristen Campbell, another guy, the minor league player of the year, also in AAA. Outfield is not a top priority. Also, Soto's a lefty, right? The rumors about being interested in guys like Teoscar Hernandez or bringing back Tyler O'Neill was to bring a right-handed bat into the lineup to balance it out. They're very left-hand heavy. All of the players that I just mentioned, except for Rafaela, are left-handed. So I don't know. But here's the thing, right? It's a generational talent. It's a 26-year-old who is a Hall of Famer right now that is on the very front end of his prime. And look, the second half of that contract, maybe sooner, is the guy a full-time DH? Yeah. Does anybody, like, if any if any organization recognizes the value of a middle-of-the-order left-handed DH in Fenway Park into their 30s and 40s, it's the Boston Red Sox, right? So if they can get them, go get them. The other big free agent news is that Roki Sasaki, 23-year-old starting pitcher from the Japan Nippon Professional Baseball League, has been posted. He is going to come to Major League Baseball this offseason. Now, Sasaki is probably the most hyped and the best starting pitching prospect to ever come out of Japan. We saw in the past the deal that Yamamoto signed with the Dodgers just last offseason for $350 million. As Red Sox fans, we go back a decade and a half to when Daisuke Matsuzaka came over here, signed a $200 million free agent contract. What makes Sasaki so interesting is that because he did not wait until he turned 25, he comes over here and he's subject to international signing and free agent rules, meaning that the most the team can give him is their international bonus pool as an upfront signing bonus, which is about $7 million, and then he has to sign a minor league free agent deal, which means that he's going to make the prorated league minimum, $700,000 with incremental raises still under $1 million. Those first 3 seasons before going to year-by-year arbitration where he'll get incremental raises and then hit the open market 6 years from now. Had he waited until he was 25, there's a good chance that Sasaki signs a deal for $500 million easy. Because he's subject to these international rules, all 30 teams can get in on this guy, right? He doesn't count any money against your luxury tax, $700,000. Every team has an international bonus pool. Every team uses their international bonus pool every year to sign teenage South American free agents, right? So, doesn't matter. Like I said for Soto, right? If the Marlins or Rockies want to give this guy $700 million, who's going to sign? Those same teams, all 30 teams can be in on this guy. No team can outbid another team. It now becomes a recruiting pitch. Everyone thinks the Dodgers are the favorite. They probably are. The Yankees, the Mets, all the big cities, big market teams are going to want this guy. Where do the Red Sox fit in? Well, they had a history with Japanese players, right? The aforementioned Daisuke Matsuzaka, Natataka Yoshida, who's there now. Also, they've got a great young core in place. If they go out and get Juan Soto, right, they are players. They are going to contend for the foreseeable future. And I think for Sasaki, having that kind of thing in place, look, something big's going to happen this offseason in Red Sox Nation, probably multiple things. I'm going to be here to speculate and report on it the entire way, but we're running a little long, so let me get out of here. Thanks for watching 10 with Ben. Make sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell them to like, subscribe, and tell their friends. We'll be back real soon with another 10 with Ben.